started with the Big Bang.
This was in a hot, dense state that nearly 14 billion years ago.
Not that kind of show!
Today we're talking about the geology gray and the literal beginning of Earth.
Like I said, it all started with the Big Bang.
Are you ready for some hypotheticals?
Let's say maybe, possibly, hypothetically, the universe expanded from a tiny little ball of stuff.
Not just say that little ball of stuff exploded and expanded at a very fast rate.
This is called the Big Bang Theory, not the show.
This big boy explosion shoots out some stuff that's like very, very hot. Like the sun hot, but way hotter.
The hot stuff takes CBD, a lot of it, and cools it down.
Now this cooled stuff gets attracted to each other and forms gas clouds, stars, and galaxies, and other cool space stuff.
And in those galaxies, the space stuff formed planets and tiny little asteroids.
These planets and asteroids were hot. Hot, like the sun, but less hot.
Yes, and these balls of rock cooled down, became attracted to each other.
Loads of things smashed into each other, starting from dust to tiny rocks, then boulders, and into literal planetoids.
Alright, now these planetoids, they smash into each other. And they combine and they make one big ball. That's a planet, you know, basics.
One of these planets was Earth.
I swear to God, if we had to explain Earth to you.
Wait, what's Earth?
Anyways.
Wait, you guys know what it is?
Dude.
Earth. What a stupid name. Who would name something that?
Get it together, man. Hey, man, if you need to, you can step outside. We can film this tomorrow.
Nah, bro, we good.
Earth is located in the Milky Way galaxy.
Do you mean like the candy bar?
Hey,
Dude. You wanna film this tomorrow?
Yes.
During Earth's early ages, the land was uninhabitable with near constant lightning storms and volcanic eruptions.
And around this time, a giant meteor hit the Earth, causing large rocks to fly into space, creating the moon.
do you know it has tectonic plates?
Yeah, Earth.
And those are very key to today's episode.
You see, these plates move and push into each other.
And produce what we observe as earthquakes.
And mountains!
And valleys.
Occasionally.
Yes, and these plates like to battle each other. When they push into each other, the one that is the most dense is the winner.
The losing plate hides its shame by going underneath the one that won and turns into magma.
When enough of that magma is underneath, it pushes up through the surface.
And that's a volcano. These tectonic plates create different looking continents. The Earth 500 million years ago did not look the same as it does today. And sometimes those plates like to join forces.
3.1 billion years ago, all of the continents formed into one supercontinent called... What? Tectonics macaroni time!
Over time, the tectonic plates decided to move and destroy the beautiful supercontinent. On the surface on which the continents move around and crash into each other, rather than ripping apart, that's where...
That is when the mountains are born. Don't you mean made? No, born. Wait, what time period are we on?
Right now, we are in the Paleoproterozoa.
What I think you mean is Paleoproterozoan.
You mean the Paleo-Polynesian?
Paleoproterozoic.
Yes!
Right now, the entire state of Colorado is completely underwater.
Yeah, like the Titanic, but big.
Right now, the Uncompahgre Formation is being created as the water withdraws from Colorado.
Oh yeah, how's her doing? It's broken.
Wow, that is really broken.
Now, nothing happens between now and the Cambrian period.
1,000 million years later, in the Cambrian period, the continents are still very different. The ancestors of sorts of North America is situated on the equator. This continent is called Laurentia.
This must have been hot. Like the sun hot, but not really.
I mean, I bet it was pretty tropical.
About 50 million years later, during the Silurian period, the continent of Laurentia was surrounded by shallow seas.
This is starting to sound like Australia. Are you sure it's not Australia?
Yeah. I did my research.
Now we jump into the Mississippian period.
In this period, which started 50 million years after the Silurian, an uplift started within the Laurentia.
This formed the Rocky Mountains.
Along with this uplift, the Leadville and Hermosa formations are created.
Hermosa means beautiful in Spanish, and the name fit what the formation looks like.
Alright, we're gonna move on to the Permian period, which is 50 million years later.
Not much happens here, to be honest.
The Cutler Formation formed, but whatever, let's not make a big deal out of it.
The Cutler Formation is formed by Klein Shale.
So what is shale, you might be asking?
Shale is very thin and breaks easily. If you try to jeep on it, you will die.
This shale is very tightly compact, and when compressed, it forms the Cutler Formation.
Okay, now we're going to fast forward to the first ice age, which takes place in the Tertiary period. The Tertiary period was 100 million years ago. Here, things are going to look a lot different.
During this time, temperatures dropped, forming glaciers and a land bridge across the Pacific Ocean.
Then people found the land bridge going across the Pacific Ocean and used it to settle in North and South America.
The Morrison Formation is next on our list.
Yeah, this formation's mostly composed of sedimentary rock.
Do you know what that rock is?
It's basically a bunch of tiny little rocks that make a big rock.
This is from thousands of millions of years of rocks being compressed on top of one another.
You know what I was thinking of?
What?
You know when you squeeze a ketchup packet and it explodes dang it, I can't remember the word.
Like a volcano?
Yeah, that.
Oh yeah, in the San Juan Mountains where Uray is, there was a lot of volcanic eruptions. This resulted in a lot of the rock you see around here.
That brings us to the Quaternary period. The one that happened about 0 million years ago. Well, I mean, it happened about 2.58 million years ago, to be exact. But that's a fart in the wind compared to the universal time.
I mean, yeah, like, what really has changed?
Actually, Kaden, you know what has changed? The first Homo erectus, first Homo sapien, first time we herded crops, and wait.
Like a fart in the wind. Aren't we like done or something?
Yes.
I'm out of here!
I did not see him up there.